What is up, guys? FallenRedZeo here, doing another Dragon Ball Super Dragon Stars review. So again, I want to preface before I say anything, because I don't know a whole lot or anything about Dragon Ball Super. So if, me not knowing stuff is going to easily trigger you or anything, just shut off the video now. Don't even bother going into it. Every time I do these videos, I just get completely ripped into about not knowing anything about Dragon Ball. And I'm here to do reviews on figures. These are not my figures. My brother buys these. He's a fan of Dragon Ball, but he doesn't want to do reviews on them himself. He wants me to do them, so I have to do them, and I don't know much of anything, but I have looked up stuff, so I have a notepad with stuff on it, so I'll try and say some stuff that I can figure out anything, but I'm here mostly just to review the look of the figures and that sort of thing. So let's go ahead and get into it. So at the set, this is series 9, and so we've kind of missed a series. We will be getting them, we just haven't received them yet, but since these are now coming out in stores, and then we got these at GameStop with their new percentage off deal that's going on currently, so we were able to get these at a good price and everything. So my brother went ahead and picked them up. So again, it's series 9, and we usually do 2 series together, so it'd be 9 and 10, but since they're not doing Build-A-Figures anymore, we don't have to worry about that, so we're just going to do the 3 figures here. So first character out of the set is Piccolo, so we have Piccolo here, and of course we'll look at it, open the box and look at it and everything. So we got Piccolo there. There's a look at the side of what Piccolo should look like there, and then of course the 3 figures and series 10 there that we will be getting as well. So we got Piccolo, then we've got First Form Frieza here, as you can see directly right in the center, and then we've got Super Saiyan 4 Goku here, which of course looks super cool. That we'll look at that and everything. So, and there's a look from the show and everything. So we've got those 3 characters to do in this series. So let's go ahead and open them and we'll check out each figure. And so first up here is Piccolo, and again, just to start off with some of the information I have, obviously you can see he's a green alien, and he is what I believe is Namekian, I think is how you say, part of the alien race. And when he first appeared in the show, he was a villain, and then he turned good. I don't know how or anything, but he was a villain and, like I said, turned good. This is kind of like the classic look of him, although it's a little bit different. As you saw on the box when I showed it, he does usually look a little bit different. He usually does have a turban on, like a white turban hat, I believe it is, and then he also has a cape on. I guess it's more like a purplish color turban, and then a white cape on over this outfit. But other than that, it pretty much looks like him. Just like I said, usually doesn't have the turban stuff, which I figured since they didn't do aren't doing like the Build-A-Figure pieces anymore, they could have thrown like that sort of stuff in, but obviously they didn't, so we just have to deal with what it is. So we'll look at his face up here, so you can see he's an all green alien pretty much, and then you can see he's got kind of like the classic alien shaped head there, the round bald head. He's got pointy ears, and then 2 antennas coming off right above his eyebrows there, and you can see his eyes and his little tiny mouth there. He does have a little tiny mouth and nose there, and then we go into his body where he's a muscled up green alien. So we do have his purple gi on top, so just an all purple outfit there with the blue belt, and it goes all the way down to his brown boots here, cloth boots, and then you can see his skin there, so the green skin again with the yellow muscle paddings. Again, I don't know if those are supposed to be anything, but they are there. So we have him on his shoulders, his bicep, and then of course his arms and forearms, and then all the way down onto his legs there on each side. So we've got that. Then we'll look at movements. Oh, also, well, for head moves first, I guess we have said does twist, and you can kind of see his neck is twisting there along with it. It moves just a little bit, but then his head also moves as well. So it's got 2 joints there for the neck as well. It does not move pretty much down at all, so he's just pretty much facing straight down, which I hate when they do that with these figures. I wish they would be looking, you'd be able to move their head so they could look up more, but it's just kind of facing straight down at the ground, which is kind of disappointing. Then we've got the elbow or arm movements here. So we've got the shoulder, which we do have this loose piece of the gi shoulder part here as well, so it can move around to fit in with the outfit stuff and movements and everything, so you can get better range of movements there. But we've got the shoulder joint again that can twist all the way around, kind of gets stuck, so maybe not all the way around, just the design of the outfit there, the way it comes out at an angle there, so it kind of limits the movement. But we do have some movement though. Other than that, we do have a bicep twist there, as you can see, again kind of limited because of these pink parts on the arm, so you can't really move it all the way around, so it's got limitations going on there, but it does have the twist. A double elbow joint there, and of course the wrist that can completely twist around and can flex and move, and you can even see the ball joint in there and everything. So we got the hands there. Then we have a twist at the waist, pretty much under the belt, so it can move either above the belt or below the belt. So it just kind of all moves along in there. Then we have the thighs, which again, or the hips and stuff, which again, I don't like these figures how they have such a gap between in their legs there, and like I try to adjust them, but you still have the gap in there, and I don't like the look of it, but that's just what you have to deal with. But the legs can, you know, move out pretty far at the design, so you can see it moves out pretty far that way, and then backwards you can almost get it to move all the way around, just a little bit limited. Oh, there we go, there it moves all the way around. So yeah, you can twist his leg all the way around, and it does have some sort of flexion going in there because there is another joint in the actual leg part there, so does have a little bit more movement in the legs there. Then it has the knee joint there, so again, the way they designed the bagginess of the gi and everything, design. I don't think it's a double knee, just the way it's designed. It kind of moves for the second part of the joint, but mostly just the one there. So it's got that on both sides. Then we have its foot, which doesn't move anything until you get to the shoes, and then it's just completely twist around. It can move. Doesn't really move side to side. It pretty much just twists around. So with that, and then flexes a little back and forth like that. So with that, you can get it to move and to pose and everything. Again, these kind of have some weaker joints, so they don't really stand as well, and you have to kind of just get them into position and everything. But there's for Piccolo, so from some information I have on him, so some of his powers is he has telepathy and he can fly, which along with some other stuff and everything. And again, he usually has his turban and cape on, which he can kind of like manifest with his telepathy powers and everything. He uses a one of his moves that he uses, which will pull into our accessories, I guess now, which are his hands. So we've got extra hands, of course, and usually all characters come with these open fist hands. I assume I don't know, would be for doing like the Kamehameha like things, like forming the balls into their hands and stuff, but I don't know if that's what all the characters do or anything. I don't know that much about it. Again, as I've said, I don't know, but one of the moves he does uses this hand, which is pointing fingers here, which he calls, what I could find to be like the light cannon, which is one of his like big moves, or like a screw cannon or something. So he shoots a light, like a bolt out, and it goes into a person, kind of like screws into them and goes through them and everything. So that's part of his move, so you can switch the hand out there on the right for that as well. But that's pretty much all he comes with. Like I said, it would have been nice to have the turban and the cape to go along with this, because you know, you just get hands. They always throw hands in, and not really that exciting of accessories to go with the character. But I guess that's going to be it for Piccolo. And next up is Frieza, which is a part of the Frieza race, so kind of cool. It's named after its own race. But I do want to clarify, because I've messed this up in the past, that got criticized for, is it where I've called Frieza a female, because to me, when I've seen the show and stuff, because I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, I didn't pay much attention, but Frieza was the big enemy and everything in the show. So when I read it, the voice to me sounded like a female, so I always thought it was a female, but it is actually a male, so this is a male here. So, well, let's take a look at. So this is the first form of it, which is the first form for Frieza, is his weakest form. So he's like a little weakling in this, and usually floats around in his hover chair and stuff in this form. But it looks cool. He's got his battle armor on, so it's kind of like the I want to say Saiyan battle armor, but I don't think that's what it's called. But it's just a battle armor, as you can see. So we'll take a look at it here. So there, you can see its head again. It's got this helmet on with, I like the, usually with the Friezas, here's how they do the dark purple and stuff, and as opposed to like the contrast with the others. So it's got the dark purple there in the center, the all white design there, and then these horns coming out off to the side. Then we gotta look at his face. You can see some of this pink muscle design, which you can see is on the rest of its body there on the cheeks, and then the solid purple there, light purple on the regular face there in size, and then the mouth there. Then it also has the scouter here, which of course is to search for power levels of characters and stuff. So has that on, you know, the earpiece there going around to the eyepiece where they can see all of that and everything. Then you can see going down into the neck and stuff. Oh, it also has purple on the, or yellow on the side there as well. Then going down, you see the purple colors there. Then it goes into the light pink muscle color, as it sees just like segmented design there, and it goes, as you can see, all the way through the body and everything. And then it goes, has the power armor, as I mentioned there, with the brown colors there and the purplish color blue there on the chest piece and everything. So it's got that whole design. Some gauntlets there on this side, or yeah, arm pieces there, same power armor. Then it's got a black kind of like underwear type design there. More of the legs of the muscle design, and the feet, shin guards there, similar to the wrist or arm ones. Then we go down to its feet, purple feet there, where it's got the 3 toes, like talons and stuff, design there. A Frieza, which again is always weird and creepy looking. Then we've got the tail that attaches into the back, and of course it can move all the way around. Has some flexibility and stuff, but again it's the pink segmented going into the purple there at the end, which I like that smooth purple design there added onto it, which looks really cool. For movements, we do have, of course, the head movement. The head on this figure can twist completely around. Does have a little bit of nodding action going in there as well. And then we go into the arms, which of course are limited because of the armor, so we can't move the shoulders all the way up too much, but it is in there, and you can kind of see it's got like a looser ball joint in there, so you can still twist the arm all the way around and everything, and then it can, you know, flex in and out with the joint there on the shoulder. Then we do have a bicep twist that goes all the way around, a double elbow joint there, which of course the arm can't move too much, so it's not really necessary, I guess, for the double elbow joint, but it's got it there. And then of course the wrist, as usual, can twist right at the waist there, and then of course the hips, you can see the same sort of design there, so you can see parts of the insides there, the ball joint, and then the additional joint there that can move around and have more flexion. Again, can spin all the way around pretty much. Maybe some limitation. Oh, there it goes all the way around, and then so can move, you know, pretty high forward and back out straight like that. A lot of movements there in the hips and everything. Double knee joint, as you can see there, and then of course the foot can flex and move all the way around, and then we already saw the tail that can spin around and flex as well. And so there we've got all the movements there for Frieza. This is probably my favorite character out of the set. Well, the next one maybe pretty cool too, but I just like the way Frieza looks. And again, to me, Frieza was always the big villain, so that's kind of what I remember most from when I used to watch Dragon Ball Z, which is mostly where my knowledge comes from. Then for additional hands, of course, or accessories, we've got the hands, of course. Again, more open hand designs there. And then we also have an additional hand, again, with another kind of pointer type finger, which it's you know, shoots like I think it's called a death beam or something, is what Frieza's move there is called. So that's what that finger is for, to shoot that. So they always have like a pointer finger type move there to go on with and everything. And so that's going to be it for Frieza. And the last figure here is the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, which again is really cool. And I like this design. I'll go into why I like this and why this could possibly be my favorite, but I like Frieza as well. So here we've got Goku in his Super Saiyan 4 form, which again, it looks a little bit different. So he looks, you know, like kind of like a Super Saiyan, and kind of like a mixture of the apes and stuff, which of course for this, it's another name for it's called the Golden Great Ape. But pretty much it's just a mixture of the Super Saiyan forms and the Great Ape forms mixed together into what I believe is like their most powerful form. I could be wrong on that, as I usually am, but I think from what I read, this is usually like their most powerful form to get into and stuff, and Goku's one that can pretty much easily do it. There are other characters, but he, like I said, does it pretty kind of easier than the others. So as you can see, we've got his head here, of course, of Goku there. So classic looking Goku face. Super crazy hair design there, which again looks cool. I always love this style of hair. It's always super cool. But it's all black, as you can see. It's all into all these spikes and stuff. It has even an additional hair piece. I don't even know if it's connected to the hair, but on the shoulders here, so you can move his head around and it kind of moves with it. So it may just be attached in there somewhere. But it's, yeah, kind of loose and everything. Then we got Goku's face, which has a red outline around the eye, which is part of going into this form that has like a red hue all over it. So it's got the red around the eyes and stuff, as you can see there. Then we go down into its chest, where it's got, you know, kind of like the ape style chest, and then as you can see, it's covered in a bunch of red fur, which you can see the design there all over its back and arms and everything, and then down below his chest there where it's bare. And then from below that, we then have his just like part of his normal gi outfit. So we've got the belt on, and then a gold gi here, which looks cool. Then we go into a blue covering on here, which I don't know if these are part of their weighted stuff, this blue, or if it's just part of the outfit or not. And then these black shoes, and then some blue bands there on the arms as well. So we'll look at, oh, and then he's got the monkey tail, which is, this is what my favorite thing is about like the Dragon Ball stuff, is I love the characters when they have monkey tails. That's just one of my favorite things, and I've been you know, kind of like obsessed with or whatever, the characters that have monkey tails. So that's why this is one of my favorites, but I do think I like the look overall of Frieza better. So we'll look at movements. We got the head, so of course you can move the head side to side, not all the way around or anything, and then this hair does also limit it, and then it does have a little bit of a nod as well, and it's obviously, thankfully, not just looking straight down. It can look up a little bit higher, so I like that as well. Then we got the shoulder, which these shoulders aren't limited really by anything, so these can obviously move all the way around and have no limitations. Then we do have the joint there as well. As you can see, the shoulder bending can move up and down as well. Then we have the bicep twitch, which may have a little limitations just because of that design, how it comes up there. It limits how far it can move, but it does twist there. Double elbow joint, as you can see, of course, the hand can flex and everything. Twist right at the belt as well, again hidden underneath it, so it can, you know, kind of twist above and below there, but it's just centered right about in there. So we've got that joint. Then we got this, again, same leg joint, so same, can move pretty much all the way around. Knee joint there, again, kind of looks like a double, but pretty much moves as a single. Then we have the foot that can twist around and has a whoop. So it doesn't really have much flexion, just very little, but his foot kind of puffed up there. And then we've got the monkey tail in the back that can, you know, spin all the way around. But other than that, it doesn't have any sort of really any other movement beyond that for the character. So again, that looks super cool. I love the whole monkey stuff in the apes. Looks really cool. So I'll sit him up there kind of crooked. For accessories, again, more hands. So we got the hands, and this, of course, Goku having the moves, you know, of the Kamehameha. He has the 10 times Kamehameha as the Super Saiyan 4 version, so 10 times stronger than the, you know, the previous version and stuff. So super strong. So again, I assume that's what that's used for. And then he also does have the pointer fingers, but I could not figure out what he uses those for, as what moves or anything he has with the pointer fingers there. But, you know, that's pretty much it for the character. And of course, I forgot to mention that Goku is a Saiyan. I usually try and say what kind of race they are and stuff, and he is a Saiyan. So that's going to be it for the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So that's going to be it for this Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series 9 of the way that had Piccolo, Frieza first form, and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and again, hopefully I didn't mess up or say too many things off, but I'm sure if I did, you will let me know in the comments down below. But I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. We've done all the Dragon Ball Super so far again, and I'll probably continue to do them, even though I get tore out for them every single time. But if you want to see more on the channel or any other action figure reviews on here on the channel, be sure to subscribe to it and let me know your thoughts with the comments down below, and of course thumbs up on the video. But I want to thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.